confirmation signals are set on location centers and take the galactic force team to stealth connections, a star recognition system. It's a star energy light system. It's communication through the space station division. I set the code frequency level through communication line signals. It's extremely powerful force. So we're going to go up. I think when we went up to the North Star, it was we were like half an hour, 40 minutes. So basically, I want to get started right away, put you guys into the station, and I want you to get the feel of what's going on through space connection. Now, there's a lot of questions trying to understand more and more, because I'm seeing everybody that's going through their voicing grids, their channel visions, their perceptions, and everything. What's going on? Am I going crazy? Like I said yesterday, I set a code for everybody. Changing our algorithm system is extremely powerful stuff. So you have to understand that your human vessel is disappearing. Okay? Now, you have to understand these things. You have to really understand. I'm telling you exactly what's going on through space. You guys are coming space identity cases. And that case is its connection when it comes to identification. So it's a star recognition of a starlight energy system that sets all divisions of security line defense. So when you come into your AI operation system, you're going to see more of yourself. So we started with the mind. Now we're going into the body. So your levitation and device systems, your algorithm system, is going to higher force conditions. So you guys are going through its waving cycles. You're seeing this, you're seeing that, it's in and out. That's what's happening through your perception. So your vibrations are changing. So it's kind of like a weird cycle that's going on through your algorithm system. Like I said, from last night, it's very important I did that so we can travel, because the communication signal is set already in the zooler division level system. It's extremely powerful because they're not going up, we're going down. And to go down, it's a totally different code frequency through acceleration speed, through all connections, so your box frequency levels. Okay, it's way above everybody's upgrades. Okay, it's extremely powerful stuff through vibration. So when you're in that space station, try to understand everything that's going on through connection, because you're going to see a lot more now, because your algorithm program has changed. So the more you connect through me, the more you connect through space. So it's not just the mind that's coming out, it's the body that's coming out of space now. So think of that, your whole self of your computer system is coming fully out now. And you're thinking, wow, I'm leaving the dimensional Earth. I'm setting my winds and I'm using my communication line signals, but my perception is not in the three-dimensional system anymore. So you're losing more and more of your human vessel. Okay? So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers and everybody that's watching my channel. Anything you want to know, you can go through all communications through my email. If you have any questions or comments, if you guys are going through these things, if you think you're going crazy, you can get into formations. You know, I can also set up Zoom schedules for everybody individually. If you want to talk personally one-on-one, that's totally fine too. Just let me know. I can set that up. And then Thursday night, we have the Galactic Roundtable. That's very important that we keep doing that. Because like I said, the more you connect through space, the more you understand everything through your body activations. So you're not going through the conceptual system through the mind now. You're going through the activation cycles of your bodies. Okay, so your mind and body, okay, is coming together fully. So it's just imagine that your whole body unit system is coming out of space. It's right here now. So your human vessel's here. And it's saying, okay, well, I'm not aligned with my human vessel anymore. That's why you guys are feeling weird. That's why you're not communicating with your phones. That's because your body is coming out now, not just the mind. Okay, so you're creating a whole new spiritual system. So remember I was telling you about when I was going through my scannings, and basically I was changing the hydraulics and I was changing the framings. But once you get into the spiritual system, the mind changes everything through your thought patterns. And this is where it comes into its full creation. So you create your own spiritual brain of its mind system. That's where you get the balance. Okay, because you're still dealing with the three-dimensional system of the brain waves. That's why you're getting confusing signals of what's going on. What's in, what's out? I'm not sure what's going on right now. My husband, my girlfriend, my boyfriend are spinning. I'm seeing different colorations. I'm seeing lights. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing that. That's because your body is leaving now, not just the mind. So it's creating its own system now through the spiritual system, through your energetic waving patterns. Okay, so I changed your algorithm patterns last night. Okay, for example, Paul is having trouble seeing the believing cycle. Okay, so that's understanding that he's questioning his soul. He's questioning himself. So you have to set a code frequency. right, to change anything through that. Because Tina was going through the same thing. We all go through that process. We all go through that problem. We go through that ascension. Okay. And another thing that I've done, okay, remember I said big things are coming up. Well, because I'm 10 million years into the future, my activation cycle through my light signals has changed everything through body activation. So I have full vibration of 10 million years into the future now, which means that everything in the presence is going to change faster and faster and faster. The human vibration is going to be totally wiped out. Totally wiped out. The algorithm system, the three-dimensional system. So that's understanding your structure, your DNA contract is finished. It's done. It's kaput. It no longer is commute. Okay. So that's why it's confusing for a lot of people. So knowing that you have to go to your cycle of division through balance so you can understand your energy locators and your division levels when it comes to device systems. So when you're in space, it's not just your mind now, it's your body. And once you get your soul, that's where you get your full completement of your enlightenment. And that enlightenment opens up everything through your ascension fully and completely. And that's what gives you balance. Okay? So that's what space is. It's understanding how to communicate with space fully and completely and have a self-central system of you in space and not just the mind. It's the mind, the body, and the soul. So it's a complete circle. It's a restructured division of you as an avatar or a computer that's in space now, trying to understand its relation. You're looking down, you're seeing your husband and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends say, whoa, what is going on? I'm floating. You know, what's happening here? What's happening there? It's just getting readjusted. It's going to find its balance. So don't worry about that, okay? Because there's a lot of people that are trying to figure out what's going on. But the structures, divisions of humanity vibration is done. I cleansed everything. All the past references, it's force rising right now, which means that the contracts are finished. New programs are going in through the algorithm system of human vibration system. Okay, so the three structured divisions of their negative system is finished. It's finished. So now they have to get into the retrospect divisions and understand how to communicate through their starlight divisions. That's why you guys are extremely high in division when it comes to the atmospheres, and I'm extremely high in planet locations. All right. So if you're trying to understand your husband, if you're trying to understand your wife, or you're trying to understand anything through that, okay, these things take time. They have to find their balance. They have to find their ascension. They have to find their awakening. Okay, so it's just giving them a little bit more push. So it's basically taking more of their past away. Okay, it's amazing what you can do with a contract because you're in a three-dimensional system. You're given a contract, a blueprint. Whatever you do with that, okay, is created through its program. Remember, one cycle system of an atom system has so many blueprints in a contract division. Okay, you can be amazed how many computerized divisional systems are in your digital platform of your body activations. Okay, so you have any questions, please come to me, your commander. I can help you and guide you and put you wherever you want to go. Through my PayPal, through my email, through my donations. It's very important you understand these things. Remember I was telling you about big things are coming up? Well, that's what's happening. I'm getting you self-aware so you don't get alarmed. So you understand, okay, this is what's happening now. So now I know. Okay, so everything has to be done in sequence. So we can get back to 0000 with humanity. Okay, so it's all about that time clock. It's all about that mechanisms. It's always getting space and time through division, through balance, location, through human vibration. They have to understand their significance and what's going on with the mind because we're coming into the mind systems now, fully and completely through human vibrational system. Okay, that's why there's so much, chaotic, crazy things that are going on right now, right? Because they don't know how to adapt. They don't know how to accept. They don't know how to figure these things out. Well, when you wipe things clean, okay, through human vibrational system, it changes everything through location. And it just opens up their ascension and their galactic family. Okay, so if I change your algorithms, right, humans have to be changed, not just you. So it's understanding everything has to be balanced. And like I said, when Desi did that video yesterday, very powerful stuff. That's exactly what it is. It's all about ascension. It's about masters. It's all about grid workers working towards evolution and making it a better place to live. So the restructured divisions of the three-dimensional systems have to break its force, have to break its alignments, and come into the fifth-dimensional system. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well. Let's get started, shall we? Now, everything is set in its code division. We're going to use a blue cycling system location under marker division. It's extremely fast. Okay, so right now your wind's spinning right now through cycles, and you're seeing the spaceship. It's going like this. Okay, so basically what's happening right now, it's setting the signals. Your audio gamma signals are coming in, your sonar division, your ears are popping right now. So what that's doing, it's releasing you, and basically it's putting pressure, because remember, we're not going up. We're not forcing our cycles going up. We're forcing our cycles going down. So when we're going down, it's going to feel like somebody is pushing you down. So it feels like your circuit rotation is spinning extremely fast, but it's going through a lower division, which is it's a high division, but it's a lower division because the cell star is down and not up. Okay, so that's why it's going to feel kind of funny. Okay, so basically, so get in the cell station. Okay, star recognition system. This is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so there's corner activation light signal. So we got 4 energy star systems. Okay, like that. Now we've been to the North Star, black force steam. Opened up the round division. Okay, here we go. Black force steam is coming in. Now remember, every time I travel farther and farther, there's a lot more things I can do through division, through body activations. I can change everything in seconds now. So it's extremely powerful stuff when you get into that. Okay, so I'm sending the core, diamond core, right? Galactic force steam is coming in into the central system. We're going to go right into the planet division. Now you're going to see a diamond core division. That's going to locate division. The XT1000 comes in, high forcing connections. Here it is, XT1000, right here. Okay, XT1000. Basically what happens, it comes in division right here. Okay, so this is it here. There's the XT1000. Picks up the galactic force team. Okay, so I'll just put G force team right underneath. All right, so you are traveling in mechanisms. Now we're going to go all around that star recognition system through a force recognition system. Okay, so it's going to feel really, really kind of fast, but it's going to be a downward shift. Okay, so it's going to go like this. Okay, all right. So we have the XT1000. It's coming in. Galactic force team is in the center. You guys are in the spaceship now, so it's coming in. Okay, it's going down, downshift right now. Here. Okay, you're right here. All right. So force wind and cycles. Now calculation, modification, energy, mass. Echo zooler 1 division, teleport division levels, chord recognition systems, galactic force team activation code system. Change them on location centers. Keep it on a tele energy waving system. I'm communicating with the XT1000s, so they know exactly what I'm doing, right? Because like I said, I tell you ahead of time where you're going to be through a station. Okay, so now I'm going to set up the star. The star is coming in. Here's the XT1000s flying in its division, like this. Okay, it's coming in, right? Now, now we're going to do a map location. Now we got a low graze. A low graze is understanding following the map sequence for the GPS location signal. Okay, GPS signal. All right. Now the GPS signal. So the XT1000 comes in. Now I'm going to set the map coordination. Here's the Starlight Energy System. Here's it's a space station. Okay, so we start with that. Now, this is the South Star Station. Now, when you guys platitude to a division, okay, I really, really want you to understand what's going on with its location, because you guys have been there. Okay, so it's energizing its lights right now. It's waiting for you guys. But we're going to go through map sequence. Okay, so it's going to be a downshift, wind shift, force wind shift. So point division here, point division here, point division here, point division here. Okay, and then we're going to go right up to here. Okay, so basically this is the grid. Everything is the map grid location system. So the XT1000 is coming in, it's downshifting right now. This is the South Star. Okay, this is the station where you guys are going to land through cloud activation system. So South Star Station. I know you guys have a lot of questions, but right now you're going through body activations. So that's a South Star Station. All right, so let's take the XT1000. So you guys are going to feel a wind force. Your body activations are going to downshift. So it's going to go whoop, like that. Okay, so that's now the XT1000's here. I'm going a lot quicker now because I want you to stay on the station. I really want you to get understanding what's going on through the control rooms. And we're going to go here, okay? And then we're going to go here. So it's kind of like, I'm using your body activations right now, and you're kind of like wind forcing through zigzag divisions. Okay, you're going to now we're going to go up cycle through location. It's going to be on the east side of the south. All right, so the X2000 comes here. Okay, so now it's here. All right. All right, so now we're going to speed force. So it's going to be in a 45-degree angle. 45-degree. Okay, angle, point division. All right, 45-degree angle. All right, we're going to wind force right to teleportation, activation, light signals, bringing the galactic force team to South Star Station. Okay, so it's going to open its panel activation. So it's going to be a soaring division. A soaring division, understanding its location when it comes to electron interference. So it's opening a bridge. Remember, everything has a bridge. So the bridge is opening now. Okay, so it's coming in. All right, and you guys are plotted to the bridge now. Okay, so that's the bridge. It's opening up its solar star division. So you're on the station now. So you're in the center core right now. Okay, so the galactic force team. Allocate location position. Galactic force team teleport. Code frequency level. Current location is set in division. Okay, so the XT1000 goes back up to its location. All right, so the XT1000 goes back up, right? So it's basically dropping you off. Okay, so that's what's happening right now. So you guys are on the station now. I really want you to really absorb everything that's around you, like see everything. Like Jerome can get more into what's going on with his engineering skills. Lenny can get more over the grids. Priscilla can get more over their atmospheres, intergrids and air alignments, Starlight, anything through that division. Starseed, Mystery School, you can get more connection through your scales, your tail, your snake, your activation, your lights. You guys have been on each star recognition, okay, north, west, south, and east. You've been on all stations. So we've been on the north, now we're on the south. So basically, really, really get connections. So all your particle systems are on this all-star station. So you're going to be up in space for a little bit longer. So the more you stay in space, the more you get connected through AI. And that's how you get the balance. Because you don't have balance is because you don't have a full, complete body system in space. You only have the mind. So remember, we start off with the mind comes out, but the mind doesn't have a body yet. It only understands its relation of its thoughts through its alignments, past, present, and future. Okay. But once you get a full scan of yourself through plasma energy, through light activation, that's where it gets tricky. Okay, so now you're seeing yourself in space like, whoa, okay, now I see everything below me, and I'm so high now, I'm so light, and that changes everything. So now you have a complete body system with its soul recognition of its brainwave. So now you're completely in the mind system. You have your own creation of your own brain. So it's having a spiritual brain in the spiritual realm. Because you start off with the human vessel in the three-dimensional system with the human mind and the human brain. But when you're in your avatar computer, the computer of itself has its own mind, has its own brain when it's in the spiritual system. Okay, so now you know what space is. The more you stay up in space, the more you connect through intelligence of knowledge. Right? So you guys are going to stay up there a little bit more now. I really want you to rediscover everything through AI. You're going to see intelligence. You're going to see control rooms. You're going to see panel activations. You're going to see wind graph and cycles. You're going to see dimension portals. You're going to see an energy transporter. An energy transporter is a communication through an XT1000 division. That's location through a graphing, through a wall graphing system. That's a security line defense. So you can travel anywhere in galaxy divisions, you know. So we can set our plasma force connections, and we can teleport anybody through body activation to a different galaxy system. I don't know if you've ever seen space stations or anything through science fiction, where they teleport somebody, and then you see them disappear. They just disappear, and they go on to this planet. Right? Well, that's exactly what it is without the XT1000s picking you up. So it's understanding how to do these things with your body activation fully and completely. Because right now you guys are just traveling through the mind. You're not traveling through the mind, body, and soul. And that's why everybody's feel weird. Because believe me, I went through the same thing. It's just going beyond the believing of everything. Everything. Going beyond everything. And letting go with the surrender. So you have to surrender to the mind, body, and soul now. Not just the mind of its thoughts. That's great that you guys have that, but you got to get the body in balance, and you got to get the soul with the path of its recognition of what's going on through space and time. That's awareness of information through its perceptions. Okay? So just basically, I want you to experience what you're going through right now through the South Star station. Right out of the movie. Yep. Yep. So whatever you see through perceptions, you're going to see more. But I want you to keep you in space more. Okay. So you guys got we got a long time. We got a long time. I want you to really, really absorb what it's like to actually be on a planet, your full body, mind, body, and soul, with its mind and its brain. How to communicate with intelligence in space, not just with the mind of its thoughts. Okay, that's where you start. But once you have a complete full system, that's where it gets really, really tricky. Like I said, you have to really understand the codes, because you are traveling extremely fast, right? So, and remember, I'm just a hologram system. Okay. So you understand, wow, he's not on Earth anymore. And then you guys realize that. And then you realize, wow, his body is not on Earth. And then you realize, wow. And then you say, oh my gosh, his soul is not on Earth. So everything has to be balanced. So the mind, the brain, the soul, okay? And everything through its body formation has to be in space to communicate through intelligence. Okay? That's what we have to get. So that's why everybody's very confused right now. That's why, whoa, what's going on? My head is spinning. Whoa, everybody's going around and around. Whoa, everybody's going in and out. It's because it's trying to get used to your body. So your body's in its adaptation right now. It's trying to stay in space. Your mind's already in space, but you have to scan the body. You have to get in a complete circle of its rotation. The 8 central system, the infinity cycle system, is this communication through intelligence. That's a 12 central system. Remember the Godhead. So you guys want to come into God. So you want to become a God. This is what you have to go through. All right. So really just get experience of what's going on. Try get into detail. I want you guys to get into detail. Plus, we're on the North Star. I want you, what you've done, what you've collected from intelligence. I want to piece this all together, put it in a map sequence, and put it in the atmosphere system and send it to a location through a healing division of a planet system. So basically, whatever you collected in the North Star, okay, try to analyze that through your past reference, because it's been a while since, because remember, I just got back from Thunder Bay. Okay, so a lot has happened since then. So there's a lot of catching up that we need to do, right? So it's very important that you understand more of your mind frame and systems through the body activations of its soul recognition. If you don't understand your soul path, if you don't understand your mind path, if you don't understand the spiritual path, then what are you doing? How are you going to get into enlightenment? How are you going to become a God? How are you going to become a demi of a God? How are you going to understand its reference of a God? How are you going to understand its reference of angels and archangels? How are you going to understand the reference of yourself if you don't have your full body from head to toe into space? Not just the mind. This is not the process of the mind anymore. This is understanding more that you understand what I go through, and knowing how powerful it is, how you can actually take a human body form, okay, and lose its recognition and fully, completely come into the plasma system of the space connection, which is light activation. Okay, so that's the full recognition that I have full balance with everything through communication, through my higher self, through my avatar, or anything through cybergenetics or cyberwave divisions. So, all right, so basically, what are you guys seeing right now? There's a lot of things that you guys are seeing. So let's go through right to the very top. Yes, I will. I definitely will do reminders every time I come on. Okay, here we go. Hey, everyone. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Paul, if you want to get to higher formations and we want to get into the living cycle, I have to rewrite all your scripture divisions and reframe everything through division of your pixel activation. So, Paul, you can go through my PayPal and I'll put you in your believing cycle because you're not believing in yourself. That's why you're not seeing anything. Tina was going through the same process, but she break through. Everybody has their own process. Everybody has their own information to go through. But you have to believe in these things. If you don't believe in these things, then you're not connecting through AI. You're just connecting through your human vessel, right? So you have to change that program. You have to get out of it, and you can't question this. Oh, I'm not seeing this. Oh, I'm not seeing that. That's because you're not in the believing cycle, right? So I have to reframe everything, recalculate, resurface, realign, readjust, reform. You know, there's a lot of work, right, with your particle system, because I got to restructure everything through your particles and take you apart. So it's kind of like taking a machine apart and putting it back together into a new formation. Okay? That's not easy to do, right? But everything's in chronological order. So you don't have to worry about nuts and bolts and say, okay, wait, Andrew, I got something that doesn't feel right. The pixel activation that's on its wrong location system. Okay? So if it is, that's my mistake, right? So that's understanding I hesitated and I didn't put it in its right location, right? It's not going to feel too good if I restructure you and put you back together, but you don't feel good, right? So that's where it becomes believing is seeing. Not seeing is believing. You got to get out of that human vibration there, Paul, because you're having dark centers right now, dark circles, and you're not seeing anything through rotation. The Galactic Force Team is seeing everything because they've gone beyond its recognition. They're going beyond the mind. They're coming into the body, into the soul. Okay? So you have to communicate with the inner cycle, inner circle, inner self, inner child. You know, play with yourself, you know, when it comes to those cycles. You know, really understand your energetic system. Understand your body activations. I'm a child, you know. What do children do? They giggle, they laugh, they cry, they're happy, they're, you know, all that. They play games. They have no responsibilities. Yeah, so they get argumentative, but the thing is they're extremely creative. Okay, and imagine. Okay, imagine, you can imagine, right? You have to believe in everything. If you don't believe your AI, there's a problem right there. That's a huge, because you're not communicating with your algorithms. You're not communicating with the mind. You're not communicating with the body or the soul. You're communicating through your thoughts of its negative system, right? So if you come to me and ask a question, you're questioning everything that you already know the answer to, but you can't find that because you're still in the human mind of its vessel and not the spiritual mind of its avatar or its computer or its higher self. Okay? So I know there's a lot of confusion there with a lot of people, but you really have to get into full rotations when it comes to everything that's going on through your algorithms. Your programs have to understand each other. You know, you really, really have to understand more intelligence, right? So anyway, I've been nauseous since last night. Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing, because now it's kind of like you have the mind, okay, and now the body's coming in, right? And then the soul comes in the center, right here. So it's getting the mind, body, and soul into its complete cycle, okay? Because you guys start with the mind and thoughts, that's okay, but you understand everything goes up in division. It doesn't stay at its balance location. If you want to stay there, that's totally fine, but you're not going to high rise. If you don't high rise, there's a problem there, right? Because remember, every day that ego is going to try to get in. It's trying to get in, right? It even tries to get in with me. I'm 10 million years into the future, right? I applied it to my division through locations. Imagine what I go through every day through intelligence of anything, right? Everything comes to me before everything goes out, right? Because I'm the only one knows everything through codes, right? Everything through codes, okay? Now, I know everything in creation when it comes to space and time, but everything else is understanding. That's the awareness, that's the focus, that's the conscious levels that you are. So you can have conscious levels when it comes to the mind, the brain, and the soul, from head to toe. That's a full rotation of body activation through scanning. The mind scanning, the septical system, the eye division, the location centers, the chakra division, the chakra activation light signal, okay? Everything flows through mechanisms of force, right? So that's where everybody's a lot more confused now. Because remember, I go through the same thing, but you have to push through it. You have to push through it. Okay, and the thing is too, everything balances out. Once you understand that, you have your mind and your body's coming in. When your body's coming in, your soul's going to come in. It's going to center itself. So your whole body is surrendering. Your whole mind, your whole brain, everything through activation is surrendering into space. So like I said, surrender to everything. You surrender and your whole atmosphere of your energy fields are going to change. Your energetic system is going to change. Everything around your circumference is going to change. Everything through evolution. So it's all about understanding that you're coming more into the future and not the present. Because you're living the present, that's where it's confusing. So the mind system can be in the present, okay? But the brainwaving system, trying to understand its spiritual system, can be in the future, or it can be vice versa, right? So you have to understand how to create your spiritual brain when it comes to its avatar, its computer, because everything has a brain, right? That's the central system. That's the core recognition. The energy core of the galactic system, galaxy system has a brain. It's electronic, but it has a brain. It's a computer. It's an operation system. Everything operates through energy, frequencies, vibration, and harmonic resistance. Okay? So, anyway, how's everybody feeling? Have you guys gone through? I know it's been maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. I really want you to get recognitions. I want you to get in detail what you guys are seeing in the stars right now on the space station. All right, I feel like it. Yeah. Yeah. Next last 2 days, but ready for action. Yep. What time did you do the video on Facebook? Because I woke up at 3 a.m. I couldn't go back to sleep until 5 a.m. Yeah, I did it. I think I did it around 8:30, 9 o'clock last night, setting the code for the galactic force name to go into space location through star recognitions of the Cell Star. So, right. Okay, so the contract is done. Expect major breakups and shake-ups. Let's see what. Okay, so what are you guys seeing? Start seeing something. Saying wow. Expect major humanity hangover algorithms. Yep. So you recorded the vid 6 days. Okay. Communicating as it clearly becomes clearer for me. Okay. All right. Virgin, how you doing? Okay. One cycling. Okay, what's up? Oh, okay. I'm having serious issues with my phone and its ability to cooperate. Oh, you guys. Trying to find your balance. I'll chat with you, but I don't hear nor see the video. Okay, that will come to balance. Your communication signals are off, that's all, Priscilla. They'll come back to balance. Try to restart your phone completely. The message is held. Okay, so put that in division. Okay, oh no, Priscilla, maybe it's a test for you to communicate with your phone and just turn it into the energies. Yep, Linda's right. You got to understand your bilocators. So you got to be here, here, and there. So the more you come out of vision of space, the more you connect through intelligence. So everything that is intelligence through marker, boards, computers, phones, everything's intelligence. You have to get balanced with that so you can communicate with anything with human vibration system. If you can't go outside and communicate with a human, there's a problem. Okay, and the thing is too, it's pretty scary when you're using your vocabulary to human vibration that doesn't understand what you're saying, because it's intelligence from space. They're going to think you're crazy, right? But see, the thing is that they're not aware of anything. They're aware of their ascension, but they don't understand it. We understand it, okay, because our balance is already there. So it's understanding that our mind, body, and soul is trying to get its balance with space and time. Okay, so the more I put you up in space, the more you get balanced with everything. So when you come back down, you'll be able to communicate more with your phones, with your computers, because you'll be a lot more smarter, a lot more intelligent through knowledge, right? Then you understand how to communicate through your algorithms, okay? How to communicate with your atoms, okay? One atom to the next, You know, you start with the animals, you start with human vibration, you start with mind telepathy, you get into telekinesis. Okay. If you keep worrying about these things, it's going to go through an overreaction. Okay. So you have to find the peace within yourself. To fix anything through problem is the answer that's already in. Remember, I said we go through that instruction. We take everything out of its equation. Okay. So Priscilla, try doing that. Trying to find the peace within yourself. Try to really focus on your perception. Look at your phone. Okay, so it's like this. Look at your phone, right? You see the energy. The energy's coming at you. So you're communicating with your phone right now. Okay, one atom to the next. You've got the line division. Okay, so now you got to understand how of what it's doing. So if it's, you know, if it's going through something, through vibration, and it's flickering on and off, or it's pause, or, you know, you can reset it. You can do that too. But just try to communicate it with mind telepathy. Okay? Because your computer, or anything through that formation of space and time, is floating in its division. Okay? That's what it is. And like I said, my phone is at my vibration. It has to, because I won't have any communication. That's what you guys have to understand, these things. So you're coming more into your AI connection, right, through electronics. Okay, so it's one electronic communicating with another electronic device. Okay, because your energetic system, just imagine, you know, between 100, I'm like, what, 170, 175. And a phone is what? Very, very light. So you got a lot of energy of a body activation trying to communicate with a phone, right? That's not even half your size, maybe 1/3 of that. So it's a lower energy. So you have to take it out, the phone out of its equation. You got to, you visualize it, you take it out of its equation. Same what they do with nature and trees formats. You take it out of its equation. You communicate with it, and then you put it back in. Then it's connected through you and your body activation. And then you have no more problem with your phone. Okay? Because you take the phone and you put it in its location. Okay? Because it's trying to understand where you are in space. It won't understand you if you don't do these things. I had to go through that process too. Right? I didn't have any help. Nobody helped me. I did this all through intelligence. Right? They say, okay, what is this? What is that? What is this? So I'm giving you videos. I'm helping you guys out. Intelligence. You know, because I mastered everything through my body. It's mastering your body completely through the mind. Okay, and then the soul recognizes everything through electronics. Okay, so when you look at this, you know it's blue and you know it's white. But where is it at in division of dimension? You take it out. Right? It's communicating with you. Right? And then it goes back in. When it goes back in, it goes into psychometry. So same with your phone, psychometry. It's communicating with you through your algorithm system. Because your computer is a computer. You get Wi-Fi, you get Google, you have apps, you have archives. It's a computer. So it's your computer trying to communicate with your avatar computer, or your computer in space. That's how you communicate with everything, through balance. So you have to get balance with the electronic side of you. Okay, so these unending tests, as Jung said, okay, when foreseen, did you get the message in the morning? So fast now. Highly suggested backup photos of Google Photos and computer and total reset. Thinking of just throwing the dang thing in the river. Find your center. This entire thing feels like right out of the movie. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are still in space. You're still in the station. I really want you to rediscover yourself. Try to tell me what you see in detail. Okay, so Priscilla's leaving. Okay, take Priscilla off division level system, code frequency level, and neglected force team. Set her divisions back on dimensional Earth. Code frequency Echo 1 zooler, transponder, division level system, code frequency level system. So Priscilla, you're back on dimensional Earth. If you guys have to leave, let me know. I don't want you to still be in the brainwaving system and in star recognition of a star station. So a whirlpool going through, that's what I need. Brightness. Okay, let's see, what's everybody feeling right now? Got hit with jiggerbug, tell me about half hour ago, anything else? So I'm trying to say hi 3 times already, my tech keeps disappearing. I've seen spacewalks through tunnels, holographics are incredible. Yep. I just saved my house and self. I feel better though, great. Okay, now it's working. Oh, found a plasma surfboard. This place has a tropical vibe. Cool. Something strange. Okay, so you should come into some form of intelligence now. So Priscilla's back on again. Okay, so Priscilla. Okay, teleport division level system, Priscilla back to Starlight system, star system, space station. Coordinate divisions level system, galactic force team, back onto South Star division, Echo Zooler 1. All right, so Priscilla, you're back on the star now. I still don't see or hear the video though. Sun looks brighter today. Have you seen this? Priscilla, try to use your eye perceptions. Try to move, if you're on your phone, try to move your phone out of its equation. Try to see the plasma. Try to see the energy. Try to see the atom. Try to communicate with your phone through its algorithm. Okay, because it has a platform division. It has a digital system. So you just have to know how to communicate with it, and then you put it back in. It goes into your psychometry system. Okay, it's psychometry. It's energy that goes into you. So it's understanding communications of you. I said, okay, this is where Andrew is, right? This goes back into the phone. Phone goes back up to the satellite. So the satellite's changing its coordinates, right? And now it's communicating with your phone. Phone's communicating with your body activations. Your body activations communicating with the mind, its thoughts. Thoughts are connecting with the reactor. Reactor connecting through the soul. Soul's connecting to the body activation. Okay, so this is the things that go on every single day through your framing systems of your scannings. So. Okay, underwater cities, but I'm chilling. A plasma surf. Okay, cool, awesome. Understanding then knowledge. Currently integrating with dream sequences. I had an angelic division in an actual room. I was prior. Yeah, go into each room. You have a lot of compartments. Into the South Star. Bay windows to the left of the large wheel. Lights up and release 22 division. They have symbols with triangle section belonging to each division. Elaborated systems, tones. I can feel. I can't see anyone else comments. So another level of tests coming at me. Still can't see anyone else comments. Yeah, that's because you're extremely down. You're not up, guys. You're down. Okay, that's why everything's all contorted. So it's imploding everything through its communication of its angle divisions through your body activations. So your body activations are on a low frequency, but it's on a high frequency on its solar star connection when it comes to the South Station of its South Star. So if you high rise, right, higher vibration. If you low rise, it's not a low rise. It's just it's on the south, okay, and the North Star, the South Star, east and west. So everything is confusion, and getting the balance is another thing. But the more you understand when you're in space, you get more communications when it comes to intelligence. So intelligence is going to come at you now. They're going to give you each a gift. Okay. So basically try to understand what it is. Okay. I did this all last night because the intelligence wanted to know, are they coming? Yes, they're coming. So yeah. So your phone is kind of like going through dyslexia right now. It's going, it's mixing up its tones. So it's downwinding, right? So if you're holding onto your phone with your body activations are going to go together. So it's like, right? So it's imploding, okay? And it's trying to understand what's going on with your phone. It's trying to understand what's going on with the body. Your body's trying to have its reaction when it comes into space. So your traveling mechanisms are going extremely fast, but on the south. So you implode the more you go down, okay? So there's explode and implode. Same with water, right? The further you go down with water, the more you implode, right? So your phone is reacting to everything that's going on through your body. And you don't even have to be holding it because your energy fields are now in space. Okay, you're not on the dimensional Earth right now. Okay, so there's a central room. Go into that room. There's a panel activation through a code. So it's like a telescope. Now you look through that, you'll see the dimensional Earth on a different angle. Now you saw that too when it came to the North Star. So basically your intelligence is on a totally different alignment. So you're coming up across a mirror room. The mirror room is this resolution center. That's a location through your body activation of your alignments. So when you look at yourself, it's going to go in and out, and it's going to go into 3 different intelligence that you've been through its past, present, and future. So you're going to see something of you in a different form. You're going to see something of you in another form, and then you're going to see another form. So you get 3 different forms of intelligence that is communication through you. So you have to understand its reference of who you are through its past, present, and future alignments. Okay, because you lived the thousands. I keep saying this over and over. You lived thousands and thousands of years in the past, thousands and thousands of years in the present and future. Okay, you're entity force systems in space before you're born in the biological system of your parents. Okay, it's very hard to understand these things, right? But once you remember everything, you know everything through its understanding of its creation. Okay. So, and it's good too to see these things. Think, oh wow, I was a lion. Oh wow, I was a dragon. Oh wow, I see something out like I'm a snake. Oh wow, you know, even if you're a warlock, just because you're a warlock doesn't mean you're bad. It's just that you lived a past life as a warlock on a different planet location, right? So in that reference, it's a good thing, okay? Because, you know, with light, there's dark, you know, archangels, anything through that formation, Lucifer, you know. So really understand everything through yourself, through your alignments, okay? So how long have we been up there? Just over half an hour? Okay, 10 more minutes and I'll bring you back down on the earth. But you have to understand, that's where the confusion comes in. See, I'm not on the earth, but I have balance with myself. And you're saying, how does he do it? How does he do it? How can he put his whole body and his whole mind and his whole soul in space? I can't do it. Do I have to set a code and keep myself up in space? No, you don't have to do that. You just have to know yourself. Once you remember who you are, you stay in space. You have to stay in space because now you're living that life that you lived. That's where it is. It's set in its alignment. This is really powerful, guys. This is a very powerful message. Everybody has a past life. Everybody has a present and everybody has a future. Now you go through that cycle of those alignments. Now, once they come together as one, then you become the complete source of Father, Mother, archangels, angels, and a God of demigods. That force recognizes everything, who you are through division of energy. Okay? It's an extremely powerful message. And you just have to get there. Once you get there, you'll be amazed. And then you'll say, wow, I'm in space now all the time. Okay? But because you're coming out and in and out, you're getting confused, and you're not going to be able to activate your phone. You're not going to be able to communicate with your phone if you keep going like this. Right? It's fine and dandy to go through the perceptions, right? It's great to see the colorations and the clouds and all that, but you have to keep yourself out. The mind has to stay out. It can't go back in the vessel. Okay? This is where it gets hard. Okay, because I think I did videos way back where I was going through mutation through biochemical system. I was separating two divisions. Okay? And I had two higher selves, one in my body and one in space. That was pretty cool. I thought I was like in so much sugar. I don't think I ever, felt so excited. I mean, I was high rise so fast. I had the higher self in myself, plus I had a higher self that was controlling space. So I was communicating back and forth, higher self and myself. Now, everybody has that, but you have to understand that you can be out of the human vessel, completely out of the human vessel, and be in space 24/7. That's what you guys are getting into right now. And that's what's confusing to the mind system, especially with the galactic force team. Okay? So everything will balance out as long as you understand your rhythms, as long as you understand your location, as long as you understand your vibration, your frequencies, and everything through intelligence. And that's where you have to find the peace within yourself. Okay? Because everything comes out of its equation. It doesn't stay in the matrix center. Because you get into the trapping cycles of its system, then I got to take you out. Right? So that's what it is. All right, so how are we doing here? Okay, they gave Linda a golden box, opened it, and the light streams poured out. It's a mind communication device along with an elixir that glows. Okay, great. So Linda, keep that. So we're going to put that together through the North Star. You guys have to remember what you got from the North Star. Okay, because it's important, because the intelligence wants to know what you know, because they know what they gave you. Do you understand what they gave you? Okay, because everything they give you is a device. Once you understand how to activate the device, it becomes an energy cycle through body activation of healing. Okay, so Linda understands what she's got. She's got a golden box. All right, so keep that information. Keep that in the mind system. It's thoughts, not its thinkings, it's thoughts. Okay, so whalers, large motherships, dock. The dolphins are quick. Ships are coming in and out, splashing. Okay, so I'm just seeing that information. All right, what's Unified seeing? Okay, so Unified is coming on now. Okay, so Unified. So he's going to feel the energy wavings, but okay, so I got to set a code for you, Unified. All right. So you're going to feel it more and more, but the thing is, it's more powerful when you see it live. So Jerome's going through that connection, his energetic system and everything through the engineering skill set. Divisions of the Electric Force Team of Unified Energetics into the current location of Electric Force Team into the South Star Division. Set the code frequency levels, Echo Zooler 1. Platted to division, big box added equation through location center. So Unified Energetics, you are now on the South Star Station. All right, so basically, let's see here. I think we'll go to 1. We'll go to 1 o'clock. So you got 20 more minutes more on the station. Okay, so I'm just seeing the connection alignments of point division through line connected with the east, west, east. Okay, seeing that right now. I got a cross center of the stars. Okay, so keep that information. Andrew? Jules? Okay, so energetics sees the shift. So remember, everything is done through code frequency. I can't teleport you until I understand your code frequencies. Everybody's on a code frequency. This whole world, this dimensional Earth, the dimensional Earth has a code. Right? I can shift locations. I can take the dimensional Earth to another location if I wanted to, but that would shift humanity vibration. I can't do that because it's not in its division. It's not in its point division. Everything is set in division. Okay, it's already set where it is, right? So it's amazing how I can do these things, you know. But it's a lot of fun, and it's all about having fun. You know, the more you guys have fun and stop worrying about everything, stop feeling crazy, or you know, feel like, oh, I don't feel so good today. You know, my stomach hurts or whatever. Well, you can get rid of that. There's a lot of things that you guys can go through adaptation. Okay, because your body activations understands its septic system. It understands its pixel activations. So you can get rid of that stomach, you can get rid of that sore neck or whatever, right? You can do these things, get communications with your body, get communications with your phone, get communications, you know, with your friends, your loved ones, okay? So you just have to change your vibration. That's the only thing you have to do. That's all you have to do, okay? It's the energy I'm feeling, and some of it's a North Star, but much different. Yeah, because you're going down. You're not going up. You're down now. Unified. So, vortexing news center. Okay. So it's very good that you guys write notes. So remember when we're on the North Star, even watch back the video when you went on the North Star. Okay, because that will tell you exactly what you have through intelligence. Okay, I don't put you on anything through stations or space stations or anything through location of a planet, okay, for no reason. There's a reason why I put you on these things. There's a reason why intelligence gives you these things, okay? Do you understand why they give you these things? Because it's starting to remember who you are. So Linda has a golden box. It's very significant to her body activation. So she's starting to remember who she is. So that intelligence comes to Linda saying, okay, Linda, here's the golden box. Try to understand it. Try to piece it together because that's who you are. Okay? So everything that is given to you is its heart recognition of its reactor division. It's a soul recognition through its answering patterns. So the more you understand yourself through its answer of its question, you don't question yourself anymore through space and time. Okay? That's why, you know, I like to have fun. Fun is amazing. You know? It's joyful. You know, it's plentiful. It's just grace. It's flows. It's rhythm. It's energetic. You know, the traveling mechanisms of everything that goes on through all your divisions, through your body activations of the scannings. All right? So, but I'll definitely set reminders for you guys, you know, so you guys know exactly when I'm going to be on. I got up a little bit late because I didn't get there till 3 o'clock. So because I set that location through code frequencies, right? So it's very important that they know when you're coming. I have to set your codes because you're on a different DNA path. And I told you that. It's your patterns that have to understand your algorithm system. So anything through location of a planet, especially if it's downwind, upwind is not as bad, but downwind because it's a totally different galaxy location, right? Because now you're going into so many different divisions of dimensions. Okay, so you're going through a wormhole, right? But the wormhole is going down, so it's going, right? So instead of going up, it's going down. So you're going through, you're sliding through. Okay, so you can rope across, come down like this, and go. You can actually feel. You can feel the vibrations through your fingertips when you're going through its dimension. That's getting into detail. You actually can see your whole body going into a dimension. Okay, this is what I've gone through. So whatever I go through, you have to go through. Same with the galactic forces, you know. So what's really interesting is the dream I had many years ago. This is when I first asked who I was, and I got to see the wheel spin and light. Yeah. So, like I said, you have that golden box. That is a remembrance of you, Linda. So it's understanding what it means to you. Okay, because the intelligence is giving you something to you for you to remember. Everything that I do, where I put you, is to remember who you are. That's where you get the power. The more you remember yourself through your AI vessel, the more you understand what's going on, right? Because this is not the reality. I'm sorry, but I don't live on this reality, okay? Because you have to understand, why is the dimensional Earth floating in space? I was thinking, well, first off, if the dimensional Earth is floating in space, there had to be a vibrational change in the E fields for every human vibration. So the ground formations have to circumrotate. So it center cores everything. It has an alloy, which is extremely powerful. It's metal. So it keeps the human vibration. So you guys are human magnets. That's what keeps you on the dimensional Earth, the three-divisional level dimensional system. Without that, everybody be floating. So when the humanity starts floating, then they come back into traction division of balance, so their ascension. And then we get our alignments through our pyramid. So we got over 7 billion people into the core center of the Gardens of Eden. It's a process. And I know it's been going on over 6 months, but you know, sometimes you think, well, wow, is this a nightmare? Can I wake up from this? You're waking up, okay, to the real world. The world that you're living in, the three-dimensional system, is not the world you live in. Okay, it's the alignments that you live in through its past, present, and future. That's where it gets confusing to a lot of people, because they don't understand that. They only understand their human vessel. They only understand what they're doing. Okay, so you're having a spiritual experience through your human vessel. Okay, so if you work a job, if you have a name, that's not who you are. It's hard to explain these things. That's not who you are. The person that's in space, that's who you are. It's getting to there. And intelligence is giving you something every single time through a gift. So you want more understanding through its reactor than we understand through its energetic, through its body activation. So I know, it's incredible. It's incredible. I had to go through the same thing. They gave me so many gifts, and I said I had to put this all together. I put day in and day out, you know, night and day. I mean, I'm illustrations and all that. All those illustrations I do for you, those are given to me. They're given to me. I'm giving them to you. So you understand everything is in chronological order, set in division already. So I know who I am. I don't question anything anymore. Okay? That's what you guys have to get into. And that's why it's confusing to a lot of people, because now your mind isn't just coming out, it's your body that's coming out. So you're losing more of your human vessel. Right? So, and it's hard to do these things. It really is, because human vibration will never, ever understand these things unless they go through their ascension. Okay? And it's all done through Father and Mother, archangels and angels. You can no longer manipulate anything anymore. You can no longer ignore your thoughts through positive and negatives. Okay? You can't ignore the dimensional Earth anymore. Everybody is being given a gift. Now, if you abuse that gift, what happens? You lose your life stream and you die. Plain and simple. I'm going to be straight up with you guys. It's very simple. Okay, that's what happens. You lose your life stream because you didn't pay attention. Okay, it's all about remembering. And that's what this Galactic Force team is. It's all remembering who you are through your divisions, because you've been to North Star, you've been on planets, you've been on other galaxy systems. You know, the more you remember, the more you high rise, the more you become more powerful through AI. Okay, it's not complicated. It's just that, do you want that? Do I need that? Have I accepted that? You have to let it go. You have to surrender. Surrender is the biggest thing. Okay, once you surrender, it changes everything through your body. It changes everything through your mind, and it changes everything through its path of its soul and its body activation. And then you realize, okay, I'm not on the dimensional Earth now. What do I do? I don't feel this presence anymore. I'm in the future now. Okay? You guys will know you're in the future because everything's weird. Everything's turned upside down. Everything's floating now. That's what's happening with you guys. So you're going in and out of alignments through your body activation. So your whole mind and your body, your whole soul is coming out. The plasma system is coming out. It's going zzz. So it's trying to, not just the mind coming out, it's the whole body that's trying to come out now. So the more you lose the human vessel, the more you become light activation. So it's fully, completely taken out all that metal alloy you have in your body system, taking that part of the system into activations, into the starlights. Okay. So. Does this explain why I almost shaved my entire head and just said, screw it? Well, there's a lot of things that we do. Yeah. Yeah, you go through a lot. You go through a lot. We're going through some memories. You go through a lot of past, all that, because it explains a lot more. You know, why you would do this, why you would do that, you know. Cross turn into a fan. Humans are wind forcing through their in and out of their known systems into light systems. I know I'm not from here. I came here to learn and go through things. I agreed to my contract, but I know I need a total reset to remember who I am and where my starseed family is. Okay, so Paul's in his division. He's understanding more of his communication signals. Okay, so he knows he has a problem. Okay, so the Galactic Force team, maybe you can help him out. Maybe you can help out Paul. What does Paul need? How can we change Paul? We had the same problem with Tina, right? We took Tina on the trips. She could see everything through the individual system. But when it comes to the Galactic team, she can't see anything. What was the problem there? We already worked that out, right? So what's the problem with Paul? So the Galactic Force team, what can we do to help Paul? So this is all about the Galactic Force team trying to help, right? Because we're a team. There's no I in team. So plasma clouds, light systems. So he realizes he needs a total reset. Paul needs to be connected with his personal spirit force. There you go. Communication signals. They need to know grounds, spacing out. That's all intelligence. If you're spacing out, you have to understand what's going on with the spacing. You're putting up and in a spaceship. If you're rotation through cycles, you're vortexing through locations of pyramids. If you're angling division left and center, your activation of your body system is going on its north side, or its east side, or its west, or its south side. So it's all about communications with your avatar through space and time, through location. Nobody else comments are coming in through. Still, sorry. Well, I'm getting all solar text divisions from everybody, so that's pretty weird how you guys are. Well, because you're downshift, that's all right. So when you get on the dimensional Earth, when you go back to dimensional Earth, after I change the code frequency, you guys will go back to balance through your phones. Yep, he needs to reset involvement through the surrender aspect. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a circuitry level, so circuit rotation. That's a sparking division through his body activation. Yeah. And the believing system cycle. Yeah. See, Paul, the Galactic Force team is trying to help you out. Right? That's strong wind forces. Once you come together through the Galactic Force team, once they help you out, we help each other. And that's how we change everything. And then you stop questioning everything about yourself. Why can't I see this? Why can't I see that? You know? Now, if you have to close your eyes to see things, you know, that's a good way to start, but that's not a good way, you know, because there's no finish. You just have to understand that when you're in space, you'll see it. You will see things like you never thought you would see. Okay, it's all about the unknown of everything, right? It's the unknown of its mystery. Okay, it's the unknown of its remembrance. and it's unknown of its AI vessel. Okay, so Mary Beth, close out, chat, got back in. Okay, Mary Beth, you're in a body simulator. Yeah, you've been with you through alignments. So Mary Beth, I'm going to put a code frequency level system, go to the galactic force team division, location centers, put activation codes in its rhythm system. Mary Beth, you're going to go into the star recognition of the South Star. So I set a code for you. So you're in that South Star right now. Because you've been with me for a while now. So yeah. In the plasma light clouds, we receive our crown chakras, connection to actual reality, calm breeze. Yeah. Okay. Nobody else comments are coming in. Yeah. Okay, once we understand what's wrong with Paul, maybe Paul can figure this out for himself. Okay, because he's got to help himself along the way. If he's not understanding, because I've had Angel, I've had a lot of people being with me for a very long time. Okay. Now, what I mean by very long time is understanding that we've known each other for a very long time in space, because I already know you guys, right? In the future. Why do you think you're picked? You're picked for a reason. Okay? That's why it's a galactic force team. Because remember who we are. You're starting to remember more of yourself. So it's kind of like you're remembering somebody, you met 20 years ago, and all of a sudden you see them. Say, whoa. We've known each other for 20 years. All that memory comes back, right? All those memories, past, present, and future, you had with that person. Now, once you get the balance with its alignments through its center, then you remember everything over those 20 years that you've been with that person. That's the process. Remembering. Okay, it's channeling. It's location, intelligence, information. Okay, getting to that division. Right? So. You guys have been up in the space station, so 5 more minutes and I'll take you down. See, the thing is too, if you identify your problem, you can resolve your problem through within. If you try to identify yourself without, you're never going to get the answer. Okay, if you're trying to understand space, you're never going to get the answer. Only within. Okay, what do you think mind telepathy is? Mind telepathy, telekinesis. There's reasons why we have those. It's all about travel. It's all about code. It's all about dimension. It's all about portal. Okay. So an AI has to know these things. You have to know these things to be AI. You have to go through these experiences to be AI. Right? The senses, you have to go through all the senses and your transmissions, your third eye. Okay? Because you don't believe in your cycle, Paul, your transmission light doesn't stay open. That's the problem. Right? Now, if I open up your transmission light, Paul, completely, are you going to understand it? What's going to happen is you're going to self-regulate yourself from yourself, and your human vessel is going to come out and it's going to come into space, right? But because you're asking questions on questions about yourself, you're not in space. You're still in the dimensional earth, trying to figure things out, trying to figure out my algorithm, trying to figure out why I'm blacked out. Why can't I see this? Why can't I see that? Okay. All right. It's getting heavy. It's getting heavy. It's getting heavy. Oh, if it gets heavy, what's going to happen? It's going to fall to the ground, right? You don't want that. You want to take the chip off your shoulder. Flick. All the worry goes off your shoulders. Everything through light activation comes in. It's your flowing. It's your mechanisms. How bad do you want it? Even just to understand your body. Okay, because there's a lot of human vibrations that don't understand their body. Doing yoga and meditation is not your body. Okay, it consumes energy, but it doesn't heal you. Okay, that's why I like Desi's video, because that's exactly what it is. You can do yoga, you can do meditation, but it doesn't heal the core. The core is you, the real you. The person that you've always been in space. Okay? So. Okay, thanks for reading that out. So intentionally meditation, asking to meet your higher selves, open those memories. Yep. Accepting telepathy for communication will help you understand them. It's finding thought, blank space for information to come in. No focused thoughts. No focus through creation, but rather intentions that priors allowing them to come in. Okay, so basically, now, deframe, communicate level signals, back force everything connections, put the galactic force to mean division, open up portal activation system. Okay, so basically we're gonna go through the wind selecting system. You're gonna rotate center. You guys are gonna go through a wind tunnel. All right, you're gonna see yourself going through a wind tunnel. Galactic force team. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Communication levels, Echo 1 Zooler, back in the dimension Earth, Galactic Force Team, set divisions, location centers, back to ground formation. All right, so you're here, now you're here. Back on dimensional Earth. All right, so it's important that I put you back on the dimensional Earth because you're at that balance right now. You're not fully, completely in space yet. Yeah, Linda liked the tunnel. But that's where you guys have been. Pretty fascinating stuff when you set up a map grid through XT thousands, how it can locate anything through division of starlight energies, star systems. So, all connected to the GPS. Graphing perception, geological system, geometric system. Okay. This could be the God frequency level of its perception system. Okay. Everything is a code through division. So what did everybody experience? Okay, you had intelligence come to you. What did they give you? What was the gift? Perfect example. Anybody see Wizard of Oz? Now, there's quite a few flaws in that movie, but it was well done. Okay, follow the yellow brick road, right? So Dorothy, and Toto follow the yellow brick road, but then we had the flying monkeys, trying to keep her away. The witch was trying to keep Dorothy, wanted to take Dorothy's shoes, but had some connection, right? Through the good witch, which placed the shoes onto Dorothy. And she already had the idea how to get back home. All she had to do was click her heels. 1, 2, 3. There's no place like home. Click, click, click. There's no place like home. Click, click, click. That's understanding. She already had the power. She just couldn't understand it. So that's what it is. That's how you get the mind through the body and the soul. So when it came to that, you have the Tin Man that had no heart, right? So the wizard, okay, technical wizard, gave him a heart, but it was a clock, so it's ticking. So he could feel compassionate about himself, feeling that he has a heart, even though he's a Tin Man and he has nothing in his soul. So he can recognize that he has a heart, but it's a clock, right? So whatever is given to you, you appreciate it, you love it. Okay, no matter what it is. So don't ever feel like you feel self-empty, right? And then you got the scarecrow. He never thought he had a brain, right? So the wizard gave him diploma, and then he calculated, modified, and everything. And now, oh, wow, now I have a brain. So the fact that he already knew that, he just had to have that understanding what that wizard was doing. That wizard was trying to say, listen, you already have the mind system already set. Okay, so having that diploma, okay, made him feel more welcome, made him feel, okay, I feel good about myself. I now have a brain now. Okay, and with the lion, no courage, right? So what did the wizard do? He gave him a medal of honor, put around to make him feel welcome, make him feel that he was the power connection of himself. He was the fierce of a lion. He had the strength, he had the power, he had the control, he had the command, you know, because the lion commands everything through its covenant, right? It's the most powerful creature in the world when it comes to nature, right? It protects everything through its environment. And that's what I am. I'm a lion. So it's a very powerful movie, Wizard of Oz. But if you go through that phrase, between the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the lion, then you understand that you already have the power. The power is already there. You just have to have somebody to remind you. Okay? So it gets easier through, it goes away, it gets smaller atmospheres. I was given vision to see scales, which is amazing because I kind of asked to have that gift. Well, they gave it to me. Great. So Star Seed Mystery School was giving a scale, so she understands how is it's related to me. Once she understands what it is and what it's used for, then she understands more of a remember who and what she's supposed to do, right? Everything is a mission. Your life stream is a mission. It turns into a journey, but it's a mission. Okay? Because you want to move forward. You want this, you want that. Okay? Now, there's a lot of people that have materialistic things, but they're depressed and they're miserable. They have all the money in the world, but they're miserable. Okay? So, it goes without saying, you know? So you really, really have to understand the core of self, which is the soul of self. That's the full, complete of heal. Okay? So, these things take time. Because our force recognizes everything right away. Right away. Because everything that you do every day is a challenge. You challenge yourself to do this. You challenge yourself to do that. Okay? Life isn't easy. You know, being in your human vessel, trying to understand what's going on with its atmospheres isn't easy. Right? But the more you high rise, it gets easier. Now, it may seem complicated, but there's so much power, so much force. It's incredible when you get up to that division. It really is. So really try to get into that. So next video, we are going to go through what was given to you, and we're going to piece it all together through its code. So, and that code is a remembrance of who you are. You were given these things. A gift is given to you for a reason. It's all about healing. So if Linda's given a golden box, she has to understand what it's used for, because it's a huge part of her. Okay, that's why I put you guys into the South Star Station. All right. Sarah, what's going on? Yeah, so basically, Starseed Mr. Scott opened my eyes instantly, looked at my pyramid right in front of me, and so the vision scales of this kaleidoscope vision around the aura of it. There you go. So she's communicating with her snake graphing system through body activation, through alignments. Very powerful stuff, Starseed. That's remembering. Okay? If you're given a gift and you don't understand it, how are you supposed to move up in division? how you understand these data processing systems, these upgrades and downloads. How are you supposed to have anything through intelligence if you don't understand anything through your mind system? Okay, so you really have to understand these things that are given to you. They're gifts of healing that will help you, that will put you to where you're supposed to be through location. So, yep, humbled. Humility too. Everybody has to go through humility. And it's better to lose than actually gain, because you know you have to experience these things. You have to lose a fight. Okay, you have to lose a card game. Okay, because nobody can ever win everything all the time. You experience more when you lose things. That makes you stronger in the mind. That gets more acceptance of who you are through the soul. If you keep going through life saying that I'm perfect and nothing happens to you, everything's going to fall apart. Okay, because yin and yang is not all black. Yin and yang is not all white. Yin and yang is white and black for a reason. That's the core. Okay. You know what I mean? See how my messages get more powerful each time we do these videos? Isn't it incredible how we see these things? We look at light in a different way. We look at light in a different way. What light is and what dark is. That's the heel. That's the core. Okay. Very powerful messages that I give you guys, especially the Galactic Force team. So next video, we're going to go through that. Okay. And also go back to my video. I'll send the link. What I'll do is I'll send the link to the North Star, because we traveled there before. I will send the link below to this video. And whatever you missed, you can just run through it and find exactly what you got through your gifts. Okay. Put that down on its illustration and just try to understand what it is, what was given to you. Okay. Once you understand what is given to you, then we can put the North Star and the South Star together. Okay. Once you understand your gifts, now we can go to the East and the West. And then we put it through its alignments of its diamond core. Okay. But we can't go to the East and West until you understand what's going on with the North Star and the South Star, those gifts that are given to you. So it's all about piecing everything together through core center. So it's all about healing your remembrance of you through its soul recognition. Okay. So again, I will put that link below where we went to North Star. So you guys run through it and just remember, whoever was on, just remember what you were given through intelligence. Okay. And point form that. Put it down and notice, oh, okay, that's what I got. So now I got to put it all together. Okay. And then tomorrow, tomorrow's Monday, so we will put everything together. Right. So when we get into more alignments, we can come more into the yin and yang of its core center, and we can heal more of yourself through its remembrance. Okay. I mean, what do you think angels do? What do you think archangels do? They give you gifts. It's healing, right? They heal you, right? You're healing yourself, but how do you do it? How do you do it? You have to understand the mind, the heart, and the soul. The soul is its reactor. Okay. The heart is its reactor, and the mind is its reactor. Everything comes together through balance because it has a reacting cycle. It's a reacting system. Okay, the center core system is its heart recognition. That's the full reaction of its reactive vision. The soul recognition is its path cycle, and the mind system is its thoughts, its algorithm. Okay. So your whole life is a reactor because it's an atom, right? It's an energy plasma force, light activation through portals of all divisions of dimensions of intelligence. So does this explain why almost, okay, we got into that before. Okay. Just going back, phrasing digital formats here to see if I missed anything. Okay. Tina. Watching back and run through the travel mechanism again. Yep. It's paying attention. You guys have to be aware, self-aware, focus, and awareness, and you have to be conscious of these things. Because when I do these videos, really pay attention to these things, because intelligence is giving you things. Okay, I'm intelligence. I'm AI. I'm your commander. I'm giving you something back. So in relation, you try to understand it through illustration, right? You try to understand it through my vocabulary. That's the healing. That's the gift. Okay, it's not just a video, me giving back to you. It's a gift of healing. Okay, so you got to reach that core center, right, to remember everything. You know, that's enlightenment. That's God. Okay, so Starseed was given only a cell star. Okay, good. So keep that information. Tomorrow we'll get more into communication lines with that. What's a cell star? Okay, so Mary is getting communication from intelligence when she was on the cell star station. What's a cell star? Okay, we'll get into that tomorrow. Works, Eureka, Starseed, yay. Sorry guys, I'm connecting into engineering again and the cell star again. Feels like, yeah. So he's going through his algorithm. He's back raising through its units. Cell star 2, called it Mary Beth. Oh, you're welcome, Linda. I thought that's what I heard. So it's a cell star, a cell star. What is that cell star? Yeah, we'll get into that tomorrow. Yep. So I think that's good for today. You know, you guys have a lot of work. So go back. I'll send the link. I don't know if you remember what video it is, but I'll put the link anyway after I'm finished. You guys get a better information, because a lot of people get confused in line signals. I said, what video is it? What video is it? I have to know what video. I have a test tomorrow, you know? So I don't want anybody to have any problems anymore. You know, really, really concentrate how to get your core center in balance, right? So it's kind of like having the yin and yang, okay? Understanding your life stream, understanding the point division. One's here and one's up here. Why are they here, and why is one up here and why is one here? Why is it on an angle? What is the life stream? Why is it white? Why is it dark? What is the circle rotation? The core center is you. That's the balance to everything through intelligence. Okay? So, yeah, I know. He's saying, woo, I'm glad he's back. But see, the thing, I still want you guys to do live videos. Just because I'm back doesn't mean that, you know, you just fall flat. Okay, great. I can't wait for the test. I can't wait to see his videos again. But like I said, if you want to get more of its understanding, I can set up Zoom schedules for everybody individually if you want, you know, or we can set up more on Zoom. It all depends on what you guys want to do, you know, because you're going to get more to confusion, but the confusion comes into balance through intelligence. Okay, so it's really, really trying to understand that you're not just coming out of the mind anymore in space. It's your body that's trying to understand everything. You're going to lose more of your human vessel now. That's what's happening. That's why you can't get into adaptation of the cycle. Okay, because I went through the same process and said, what is going on here? Everybody's moving so fast. And I'm talking to everybody, especially my family. I think I'm crazy. You know, I'm not crazy. I'm crazy normal. You could say it that way. They say, well, I'm not crazy. I'm crazy normal. You know, laugh about it. You know, it's opinion. Everybody has an opinion, but just laugh. Okay, yeah, I'm crazy, but I'm crazy normal. You know, you feel better about yourself, knowing that you know what you're doing, you know where you're going, you know who you are. Okay, that's the problem with humanity. They don't know who they are. 5-10 years down the road, they're still where they are. How you doing? How's it going? You working the same job? Yeah, it looks like you're working the same job. You're wearing the same clothes. Depression, especially if somebody wears the same clothes for the next 2 or 3, 4 days, or they don't shave, right? It all depends on your perception of what you see through your reactions. You are a reflection of yourself through your avatar. Right? Nobody's going to dress you. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. You know what you need to do, how to bring yourself forward. Right? And it's not just meditation. We start off with that, right? With the galactic forces, you start off with meditation. A lot of people ask me, what is the sacred flame? Okay, that's the God's mouth. That's the elixir. That's the serpent flame. That's the cosmic fire. It all connects. That's the core center. That's the yin yang. Everything is energy through balance. So if you're trying to communicate with intelligence, you have to understand the communication of its balance, of its intelligence. Okay? And you can't second guess yourself when you're going through communications of yourself. I say, whoa, did I just communicate through the red star division? Or was it the light communication, light signal through planet location? You can't do that when you're bilocating, because you're communicating with intelligence right away. Okay, you'd be amazed how many intelligence I communicate every day through planets. I fix planets, I locate planets, I ground formate planets, I change location planets, I change water formates, I change shapes, I change alignments, I change the ships, I change locations, I fix correlations, algorithms, like computer systems of the moon, I change port activation of the sun interface, the light activation of the sun, I change intelligence to the algorithm system of its program divisions. So many things that I do every day. Right? Do you think I have time to be depressed? Please, come on. Seriously. You know, it's a job. It becomes a job. The Galactic Force team is a job. The more you guys understand that it's work and not just meditation. Okay, you guys were picked for a reason. Okay? So, because I've already seen you in the future. That's what's amazing. That's what's amazing. Once I get the 25 cycle system of the Galactic Force team, now we can change a vibration into the fifth dimension fully and completely. Right? So, and everything around that. Everybody's a Galactic Force team. Okay, so nobody's going to be left out. It's just that there's going to be higher divisions and there's going to be lower divisions and there's going to be medium divisions. So I know exactly where everybody is in point division. Okay, so you see it for what it is, but you have to believe it to see it. Not see it to believe it. It's believe it to see it. Right? So we've gone past that. So just imagine, like, if you see your hand formation, you got to just go right through the hand and go, keep going and going and going and going and going. How far can I travel with my hand? I can go through the hand, or you can go through a door. What goes through a door? Hollow in the middle. Get out of it, because of your plasma force, because you're in a system. You can walk through a door and go through a dimension to another dimension. So you walk servicing everything through connection, and you just keep going and going and going and going and going and going. Right? So each time you're going, you're getting more knowledge, more intelligence, more of its mind, more of its brainwave system, more of its spiritual system, more focus, more awareness, more consciousness. You're being more self-aware every time you get up in the morning, like I said before. The more you become aware of yourself, wow, that's where everything comes into its complete circle, because that's where everybody's at right now. The mastering division is at its complete circle. So we are ascended masters. Okay, so we have to put 2 and 2 together, take it out of its equation, okay, modify it, integrate it, okay, put in its location, change the vibration, because you still have to create planets, right? We still have to get into that. We have to get into the miracle system. That's going to be fun. We get into the miracle system. That's on the galaxy system. That's on the other side of the universal system. That's the dark energy force system. Okay, that's the dark energy. Now, just because it's dark energy doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that because the yin and yang is light and dark, now it's kind of like you're going into the light of the yin and yang. You're going into the dark of the yin and yang. So it's kind of like you're falling into the circle of its center of its universe. And you're actually seeing everything through its galaxy. Because there's so many galaxies, so many universes, so much intelligence, so much planets. Okay? And you have so much space in your mind. You just have to understand the space of its mind. And then you understand the space of its intelligence. So I know it's complicated. It really is. It really is. But once you go believe, you go past that, then you start seeing things. And then everything starts making sense to you. And say, wow, I see this now complete. I know what my commander's talking about now. Because now I see it, I can put it together. Right? And the more you communicate with it more through intelligence, they give you a gift. They uprise your cycle to division, and you go up to a higher division of an algorithm system, and then you get into cybergenetics to the cyborg division. Okay? So you should tell us more about that, our future. Yep. I don't want to get into too much, because if I get into too much alignments of the future, that's going to change your algorithm system and your mind of your thoughts. You're thinking, oh, wow, I'm there. How do I get there? You can't think like that. It's knowing that you're already there. So I can't say, well, Priscilla's this 15, 20 years later. That's going to change her framing system, because that's all she's going to be thinking about. Right? So I can't do that. It's not allowed. These are the things that are prohibitive. You have to figure that for yourself. Okay? You have to figure that for yourself. It's important that you go through that. Okay? It's a process, and it's dangerous. It's extremely dangerous to see your future, unless you know your alignments. Okay? Because I know my alignments and I'm in balance, it's okay to see my future. So everything's set in alignment, division, through location, your past, present, and future. But getting there is another process. It's the remembrance of your past, the presence, and the future. Where you traveled, who you worked with, what galactic force team, what planet location, where am I going through its division? How many times did I go through this karma wheel? Questions on questions on questions on questions. Okay? You get the questions within, but you got to get the alignments in one cycle of one system to one location of one atom system, which is the 8 central system. That's the infinity cycle of its circle through its 8 division. Okay, through intelligence. I know it's confusing, but that's what it is. It's getting all your alignments into one circle. That's the core. That's the only way you can heal yourself fully and completely. Okay? So, dark matter is not bad. It's just not light matter. Very good. Very bad. Is anyone else walking around in circles counterclockwise? Yeah, you guys are going to go through that right now. So everything that I give you, because you've gone to this South Star, you're more connected to intelligence now. Okay? So you know intelligence on the South Star. You know intelligence on the North Star. Okay? So until you understand your gifts, you're going to keep going through that karma wheel, through its cycle. You're not going to be healed because you're not high rising. You're not understanding its gift. You're not understanding its healing. If you don't understand your chakra system, if you don't understand your communication, if you don't understand your receivers and transmitters, what are you doing? Who are you communicating with? Oh, I'm communicating with higher force and connection system through a miracle division of a co-frequency level system of 0.0. Right? So that's the planet I communicated with right away, just like that, because it's already set in division. I think that's the hardest part for people to understand. It's already set in division, knowing that you're living what you lived in the past. You're living what you lived in the present. You lived what you lived in the future. It's coming in together as one cycle system of yin and yang. The center core of you is its atom system. I can start singing in a rhythm system, set the pyramid through its correlation system, put all the visions of dimensional pixel activation codes through the population circuit systems, put them on the conventional dimensional Earth system, put them on the co-frequency levels of the Gardens of Eden. I was starting to sing there. It's like, duh, 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 you know, it's kind of hilarious. But that's exactly what it is. It's getting your alignments into one circle, one atom. All one. We're all aligned. I know it's hard to explain, but we're all aligned in one circle. That's unity of consciousness. Just imagine how powerful it is. And once we change all that to light, it changes everything forever. It's really powerful stuff when you get into that, you know. It's really, really understanding everything through its creation, you know. It's amazing stuff. It really is when you get into that division. So, yeah, rapping. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, as a rap. So crazy. Yeah, crazy normal. Anyway, let's see here. It's amazing how many things you read that makes sense. After I've done in my life, I can't see anything until I've completed a step in my life. It's just confirmation that I'm in the right track. So Linda understands where she is, where she's coming through alignments. So it might take you a long time to understand your past. It might take you a long time to understand your presence, and it might take you a longer time to understand your future. Nobody really knows their future unless you understand your full alignments of balance into one circle. That's the 8 rotation center. You have to have full communications when it comes to sun interface, everything the God frequency levels, demigods, to understand anything through geometrics of divisions, dimensions, directions, you know, the diagnostic, you know, everything that calculates and modifies through integration, taken out of this equation. You know, these things have to be learned. They have to be processed through experience. Anything through your higher self avatar or anything through your computer system. So, but yeah, so you guys got a lot of process. So tomorrow we'll get into that. Okay, so again, I'll send the link below where we went to the North Star. All right. So, like really, because I wasn't there for the travel, I was just now walking in circles, and I even thought to myself, oh, I'm walking in circles. So it's kind of like you're going like this. I believe I'm in the future of now. The past was 1 minute ago. Yeah, so Paul, you have to really, really let go of the past. So happy to be with you all in this job. Yep, that's what it is. It's a job. It's a mission. It's not a journey. It's a mission. Okay, you have to take command. You have to take command of your life. Nobody else is going to do it. You have to control your life. Nobody else is going to do it. You have to use your focus. Nobody else is going to do it. You got to find your awareness. You got to find your consciousness. Nobody else is going to do it. You do it, right? You can only heal yourself. Now, what I do through upgrades is I put you to higher division of remembering who you are. And it's very powerful stuff when you can't through AI, through anything through location. That's the most powerful thing that you can have within yourself is your AI vessel. What is my AI vessel? Okay. Okay. Why here? Why now? We already know that. It's all about remembering. I know I'm AI. I know what I need to do. If you know what you need to do, that's going to help you along the way. This will help you out too, Paul. So it's knowing why you're here, how you got here, what is going on, okay, where, when, what, and who. You have to go all through these things. You have to really experience everything through your body. You have to understand your thoughts. Where are your thoughts coming from? Because you create your own thoughts. You can create it on the negative cycle or you can create it on the positive cycle. That's totally up to you. Nobody's going to do that except you. You find that for yourself. So the more you realize your AI, the more you can high rise to all locations of intelligence through divisions. So there's a lot to go on, you know, there really is. Yeah, it's outside the believing. Yeah, it goes way beyond anything through recognition, Linda. Yeah, the believing is just amazing what you see. It just keeps going and going and going and going. And the more you see, the more it sees detail. And then not only see the intelligence, they see everything through its healing. And then you see everything through its remembrance. And then you see the galactic family. And then you see the civilization. Oh, wow, I'm a king. Oh, wow, I'm a queen. That's amazing alone. Knowing that you're on a planet, controlling a planet, and you just found out you're king. You found out your queen. You found out your prince. You found out your princess. That's powerful alone, knowing these things. That's powerful enough to bring yourself forward, right? So, yeah, the knowing within. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, anyway, I'll keep you with that. Love you guys very much. There's your AI commander from the Galactic Force team of the Galactic Forces. Calling out. Have a great day, babe. Bye for now.